Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we're gonna be doing a canvas painting. I feel like it's completely off square, but that's okay, it was $1.25, right? So I forgot what we were gonna do tonight, and so I didn't wanna go and like figure out what it was. So I figured, let's just paint something cute. Let's have some fun. I've been sharing that I've looked forward to getting back to like just painting stuff and having a good time. It's really soothing and it's just really fun. So I was looking on the Pinterest and I found something really cute, and I'm gonna try to make my own version. So if you have a 6x8 or a 6x8 piece of cardboard, 6x8 piece of paper, you can do this too. And I'll even tell you what paint colors I went and got so you can paint along with me if you want to. It does not require any artistic ability whatsoever. I'm going to show you just how simple and easy it is to do. Hello everyone, welcome. So today we went to lunch and then I had to go, oh, let me show you, okay? Let me show you. First of all, if you're just joining this, okay, let me roll it back. I have paint on my hands because I was painting today. Around here on my Facebook page, this is my business, okay? And I try to be a really good business owner and serve all of y'all the best that I can. But sometimes I get sidetracked by squirrels. So I'm like, oh, that one thing, let's go do that now. So we're gonna come back and paint momentarily when like everyone else is joined in. But in the meantime, I got some really cute mugs at the Home Goods and I wanna show you, okay? I'm gonna go get them really quick and I'm gonna show you the cute mugs I got. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Y'all are gonna be in love, okay? I got a few. I got a few. Okay, first of all, let me show you what I got. Let me show you what I got. So I had to go to the at-home store today and get bins. Okay, we put all of our craft kit inventory in bins in our inventory room, and we have Christmas clearance still in the inventory room. We have winter. We have Valentine's, spring, Easter, and St. Patrick's Day all in this room, and we needed bins, okay? So normally the Home Goods has like little organization bins. So we went over there. I didn't find a single bin, but what I did find is coffee mugs, okay? So don't judge me, but I have an obsession with the coffee mugs. I'm gonna flip my camera, you guys. First of all, it's pink inside, okay? Because it's magical. Made me think of you guys. It says, love my peeps. Love my peeps. Holy cow, I love it. I love it. It's so fun. It's so stinking fun, okay? You love mugs from the Home Goods? Me too. Okay, they had several of these. So if you have a Home Goods, go see if yours has the mugs. It gets better. I'll deal with that later. Okay, first of all, if you guys are here and you know my personality and you like know because you follow all the things, bless you. Okay, I appreciate you so much. If you know that I'm sassy, I'm super sarcastic, I just am. And I will find subtle ways to talk to my haters, okay? And yes, if you're going anywhere in life and you're doing anything that's worthy of God's blessing, there will be haters, okay, come at you. But I got you. I got you. First of all, it's the Wizard of Oz. Second of all, I'll get you, my pretty. Right? Okay, so I couldn't resist. So cute. So cute, okay? They had several of those. I told you I got some cute mugs. Next, Just got home from work. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. This one is so, okay. It says relax, but look at what Ray Dunn did with the mug. It's got the little like dandelion wispy flaggies. Debbie. Y'all got to go get matching mugs. Okay, so we can have the I'll get you my pretty mugs together. Okay. Cute green inside. It's from the Wizard of Oz, y'all. These mugs are you 100%. And then this one, look at how beautiful this one is. It's got the little, oh my gosh, it's so, I have a relax mug, but I had to get this one. Because I don't have a decorated one. Let me get my paper. I'll put it back in this bag. Okay, next. Just wait. Just wait. Hold on, y'all. I'll be crafty. Girl. Sunday fun day. I don't have one of these. Had to get it. Had to get it. Had to. Okay. So far we have 4 mugs. The next 2 are pretty fantastic as well. I'll just throw that on the floor. First of all, can we just admire all the hearts on this mug? It says true love. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Stop it right now. I could not say no. They literally were hopping into my cart. My sister was with me. You can ask her. Oh my God, I love them. Then the last one. Oh shoot, I have 2 more. I didn't think I got this many, but that's okay. Let me see what this one is. Okay, I'm gonna save that one for last because that one is absolutely precious. Let's do this one. Oh my gosh. Love the hearts. Okay, so remember how I told you, like, it's got the little hearts on it, okay? We've got the little, like, wispy flowers. This one says coffee. It's got a little swirly. And then look at this one. Y'all, it's just too cute. I could not resist. I could not resist. I had not seen... Normally, Ray Dunn mugs are just like this. They just have the cute little quotes on them. They're kind of fun. But when I saw these like decorative, super awesome, cute ones. Oh, I have a cabinet just for it. Okay, don't think that I don't. I saved the best for last. Okay, so this one says sweet, but look at the handle. It's super chunky. It's got that scallopy edge on it. It says sweet. It's kind of chunky. Loved it. This would be super cute with like a little plant inside. Y'all, these are just fun. If you don't love coffee, it's okay. You could drink your tea. You could drink your water. You can, so many things, okay? Drink your Pepsi. How cute is that? And it's, look at the difference in the handle. It's kind of taller too. And it's got this little like, it's like an old-timey, old-fashioned like stamping on the back side. But I mean, I feel like they're the same size. It's just the shape of it is different. Cocoa, right? Hello, Cocoa. So these are my mugs. So let me show you one more time. So go check your Home Goods for these, maybe Marshall's, and I think TJ Maxx all have the Ray Dunn mugs. If you're not a Ray Dunn lover, it's okay. Like, people think that the obsession is just crazy, but I think it's fun. So I obsess over all the things. This one, cute. True love. I mean, look at this cuteness. Stop right now. Sunday fun day. I'll get you my pretty, and your little dog too. The relax. They had a lot of Easter, like hop on in. They had, I can't remember the other one. And then this one, Love My Peeps. This one's like an Easter, but it just made me think of you guys. Put ice cream in them or pudding. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go set these over here, and I have a giant mess in my floor of papers. I couldn't resist. You love all the mugs? Me too. Me too. I have a whole cabinet. Here's the thing. The thing is, it's just fun to be able to look through your coffee mugs and find random ones that just brighten your day and just make you excited to drink your coffee, okay? They're just loads of fun. Hello, everyone. Oh, yeah, and then there was one, the Good Witch. It said the Good Witch. It said the Good Witch. I didn't get that one. I was like, pushing it. It's pushing it. Oh gosh. Some people are obsessed with those Stanley Cups, and I don't mean hot. Listen, I have a swig. I have a swig. I don't even have a Stanley Cup. I have swig. Why? I don't know. Are they all the same price? I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. Let me go look. Let me go see. I have the damage right here. Let's see. Oh, I got espresso coffee pods too. $3.99, $3.99, $3.99. $5.99, $5.99, $5.99. It looks like $3.99 and $5.99. And then I got coffee pods for $19. Let me show you my coffee pods. Yeah, I'm just showing y'all all the things. Espresso coffee pods for the Keurig. They're espresso. I love espresso. So I got that. That was 20 bucks. Nevertheless, I did all the things. It's what makes me happy. That's right. I always believe that you just do what makes you happy. And I'm literally about like what makes me happy. I think the mugs are super cute, but I don't like coffee. So there's that. Andrea, it's okay. I forgive you. It's all right. Oh my gosh. You're all packed up for your move to your new house. Pick up truck Tuesday, leave either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how long it takes us to load up. I'm so super excited. I'm so super excited for you. I know the anticipation of like moving. You're super excited. It feels like it's been forever. And then it happens. It happens. And I love this house. I absolutely love this house. All the problems and everything. I love this house. I love how much room we have. I love the land. Did y'all see the video? My husband on the, I told y'all he had a tractor or a backhoe or wherever it is. And he was clearing that whole spot. So if you remember when we got this land and we had it cleared, we cleared out that area for like a barn. Well, the barn's not going there yet, but we're putting in a shed that's temporary. And I had to apply for the permits, which I did. They said it can take up to 90 days to get a permit. I'm like, that's just insane. It's just a wide open space. Just drive on in, look, see if it meets the codes, and let us put the building on there. So we had to get the land cleared, and we didn't want to have any delays. So land is done. When it rains, we're going to see if there's any issues with like water over there. He leveled it out pretty good. So it looks pretty good, but y'all, it was so overgrown. It was so overgrown. We ride the 4-wheelers like through there. We created little trails, and, now it's completely cleared to the dirt. It's completely cleared. He was in his element doing that. He was. Did y'all watch the whole video to the end? So Michelle comes out with Riley, and we were talking, and I was like, I feel like he's just scraping the ground. And then like Riley was like talking. Y'all, we make jokes that she sounds like a gremlin. She sounds like a gremlin. She calls it the trapper instead of a tractor. It's a trapper. It's a trapper. And she still calls me Yagi. She doesn't call me Lolly yet, but at least it's not Wally. Yeah. Hello, Beth. What's up? I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. I know we don't always get to like sit and visit and do all the things, but you know, it's just like being in the room is just weird. We get to be in the room with each other and do all the things, and then we see each other, and then when we don't, it's like, oh, we're going to miss each other. Riley is the best. She's the best. Avery had a sleepover last night. We're going to paint something, I promise you. I've got my canvas. We're going to paint, but I got to dump out like all the things. Avery had a sleepover last night. Story time. Okay. So she sits with me on the couch where she's got her little tablet. I'm watching Law and Order. I think it was Law and Order. Yeah. Me and Michelle and my husband were all watching like Law and Order, and she asked me, could she have a sleepover? So her mom tells her, like, honey, you can't sleep with Lolly and Bop. You got to sleep in the mattress, like the air mattress on the floor. And she said, if you're not going to sleep in the air mattress on the floor, you have to come home and you can't stay the night, because she's 5 now. Okay. So she's like, oh, I'm ready. I'm going to sleep in the bed. I'm going to do all the things. Her mom leaves, her dad leaves, they go home, and Avery's sitting there next to me. Dylan walks in. Hey, Dilly, can I have a sleepover with you? And I was like, excuse me? What is this? And she asked him, can I have a sleepover with you? Dilly will let me sleep in his bed. And I looked at him and I was like, okay, so she don't want to sleep on the air mattress. So she's now decided, oh yeah, Mom, I'm going to sleep in the bed. And as soon as Dylan comes through, she's like, hey, Dilly, can I have a sleepover with you? And sure enough, Dylan sleeps on the couch and Avery is on his great big bed upstairs. So she stayed the night with Dylan because we would not let her sleep in our bed. She wants my husband to sleep on the air mattress so that she can sleep with me in the bed. And then she sleeps sideways, like not like a normal human. She sleeps sideways. And I just can't deal with that. I just can't deal with it. Oh my gosh, she is too much. She is too stinking much. Y'all, my canvas is completely off. It's all right. It's going like upward. It's not square. You can see it. Do you see how crooked it is? It's whoosh. It's going upwards. It's no fun sleeping with kids at that age. No, it's not. Also, we went to KFC. Okay, so we made an attempt to go to Mexican today. We were going to go to Mexican. We were going to have lunch with everyone together. And then we get to the Mexican restaurant. It's like a forever wait. So we decide to walk down to Firehouse Subs. We walk into Firehouse. Nope, place is packed. So we walk across the street to the KFC. Ain't nobody in the KFC. The place is completely wide open. We have to take our own order at the kiosk. And then we got chicken. The girls got like chicken strips. And Avery was sitting next to me. My husband was across from me. April was sitting to the left of me. And then Riley and Michelle, and then my niece Elise and Zach was like all at that table. And I get the little mini cake. Okay, now Bug Riley is eating her French fries. Okay, back up. Her mom gives her French fries and chicken, and she starts to say, ew, yucky French fries. And her mom basically is like, you have to eat your food. So she starts dipping her French fry in the ketchup and eating the ketchup. And she does end up eating her French fry. She does start to eat some of her chicken. Well, then I ordered the little mini, like a bundt chocolate cake because I was like, oh, let's give the girls a little treat. I had one bite and I was like, that is entirely too much for me. Can't have that. So Avery's eating next to me. Bug's over there. And so I give Avery a bite and I'm like, listen, I'm going to give you a bite, but you got to like still eat your chicken. Okay. So I'm giving her a bite and then she's eating some chicken. I don't know how these kids do it, but they do. So then Bug gets wind of this and she's like, she wants a bite. So she just literally sits there with her mouth open, waiting for a bite, just waiting for her chocolate cake. She gets a bite of that chocolate cake and that's it. She's done. She ain't eating nothing else. So then she now wants to give herself a bite. So I get her a bite after I've pulled all the sugary icing off the top of it because it was just entirely too much. And Michelle gives her the spoon, and as soon as she opens her mouth to take a bite of the chocolate cake, Michelle starts feeding her chicken. And you would have thought that Riley just didn't even know what was happening. She just chewed it up, and then she looks at her spoon like there's cake there. And she's just as mesmerized. She just keeps chewing, and then she eats her cake. And Michelle was giving her chicken instead of her cake, and because the child will not eat. The child does not want to eat nothing. So anyways, we've had an eventful day. And then at 4 o'clock, we were at the warehouse working, and I did not get home until like 8:30. So anyways, it's just a lot. I feel like I just dumped all of that on y'all. Is Riley the other grand? She is. She's almost 2. Riley is Avery's sister. And then Zach and Michelle are going to have a third baby, which is going to be a boy. I got some tea. Yeah, so Riley's birthday is in March. And then Michelle is due April 5th. But I don't think she's literally due the exact same time that Riley was due. I don't think she's going to make it to April 5th. In fact, I think she's going to have the baby anywhere between like Riley's birthday and like Easter. Somewhere in that window of time where there'll be another baby.
Why do you think that?
Because it's like the last baby. Usually they don't they don't stay in as long. You know?
Is that the case with me? Was that why I was really tiny, or was that just really tiny?
I was just really sick, and so I had to have you. They had to, like, I had to have you early. But anyways. It is a boy. It is a boy. All right, y'all. We're almost out of wax paper. This one's done, but I have another little one over there. Got your order with the vintage clock. So excited to get it done. You mean the lock? The lock? Easter's March 31st this year. It sure is. All right, let me show you what I found on the Pinterest. I told y'all that I could not remember what we were supposed to do tonight. I was not going to go and figure out what I said we were going to do. So I went onto Pinterest. I was like, let's paint something. So if you have a 6x8 canvas, go get it. Let me tell you about the paints. If you have poodle skirt pink, whispering turquoise, berry red, baby blush, lilac meadow, honey brown, Hauser light green, Hauser medium green, and neutral gray, white, and oh shoot, never mind. Actually, yeah, can you go in there and get me a black paint?
Yeah, give me a second.
I think it's just a small one. I might have even left it sitting on the thing in there. But these are the colors we're going to use. I know it's a lot of them. And let me show you this picture of what we're going to do. Oh gosh, do I not have it on here? Hang on. Oh no. Hang on, y'all. Hold, please.
What does he need?
Hold, please. It's gonna freeze for a second. Hold, please. I keep coming back because I gotta send myself the picture. Give me just 1 second. Hold, please. Hold. Okay. Sorry, I had to send it to myself. For some reason, it wasn't on my iPad. Normally, my photos like sync with my iPad. So let me pull this up. Okay. Let me show you. So this is on Pinterest. Oh, it's backwards. Let me do the wand flip. See the little pot? See the little pot? I'm not going to do the wording, but I'm going to do the little hearts, the little stems. It's super duper cute. I figured it would be so fun to do like a little, like a mini, like a mini version of that. Okay. So, I found it searching on Pinterest for free, images, for Valentine's Day. And, this is kind of what came up. So very cute. So super cute. Okay. So I just told you all of the things. Now I'm going, oh, this is black. Thank you. I'm going to get my pencil. What did I do with my pencil? There it is. So I'm going to use my pencil. Okay, I'm going to use my pencil. Let me scoot you guys back. Hello, Chris. What's up, Ollie? It is really cute. I might even like rotate you around, but we're going to just sketch this out freehand. And we're going to paint it. So I'm just going to do a smaller scaled down version of this. And I'm just going to do it. And again, it's not the same. Not everything is the same. I feel like you can't create the same no matter how hard you try. And then we've got a heart. I'm not good at drawing hearts, but I'm gonna try. One side is always worse than the other. It don't matter what I do. This side needs to go up. This needs to come down. There we go. So see how I just keep drawing and drawing and drawing until I get what I want? So now, because I'm going to paint over this. So I'm just going to make my pot a little bigger than it was, to account for the fact that my heart is super large, okay? Super large. All right, we're going to do... We have one coming this way. We have one coming up and like this way. And then one coming this way. And then we've got a big heart here. Now I drew my little thing into the heart, but that's okay. There is a leaf that goes here. So I just did it like that. Okay. Again, you see that I'm just doing it. I can paint, I can't draw. I can't really do either, and I just wing it. I just make the best of it. I just want to have a good time. I'm gonna do this one. Again, my heart is terrible. There's that one. And then this one is gonna be like over to the side. And I'm gonna overlap this one because I'm out of room. I'm gonna overlap it. And I'm gonna do a leaf here. And then let's do one here. And let's do one here. We're just balancing these out. Shoot, I forgot my, let me use my sandpaper on my eraser. I need a better eraser. So I'm just making things go behind. And then this one, I'm gonna go behind with this one as well. Okay, I think that looks cute. Now we're gonna paint it. Okay, so if you want, you can capture that. And then you can paint it. You draw well. Bless you. Oh, Kaden, thank goodness you're down here. Can you get me a cup of water? Like a cup of water for paint, like paintbrushes. Yes. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I have paper towels right here. All right. I'm not left-handed, Dana. I'm not. I flip my camera back. So I will do the wand, flip it back again. There we go. So this is my right hand. Oh, and this is what it looks like. Here we go. We are going to do something super duper cute. All right, if you want to paint along, you certainly can. You can freehand it as well. I don't really need the glasses. I'm gonna put these up, so I don't need those. All right, so let's roll up our sleeves, get us a plate. And let me pull this back up over here so I can read. Oh, that bowl just fell.
Did it?
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, turn the volume down. There we go. I can see all the comments. Where did you get your water bottle? Amazon? Hobby Lobby? I just found the floor in my closet. Does Caden work with me as well? He does not. We've talked about that. How's my grandma? She's doing good. We're going over tomorrow to have dinner with her. So. All right. So let's start with our background. I feel like I want to do like a light gray. So this is that neutral gray. I'm going to put some on a plate and I'm going to add some white. Add some white. So one of the reasons why I really wanted to get back to the root of like painting stuff is I used to do, I used to paint furniture. We used to paint canvases together. Many of you guys were not here for any of that stuff, but we used to do all of that. And then we didn't. So I closed my store and I just stopped doing all those things. But I really want to get back to doing that. One of the tricks is if you don't have like the surface prep, like canvas prep stuff, like the gesso, gesso, call it whatever you want. A little bit of Mod Podge with some water, like, and I do mean like a smidge of Mod Podge and some water. Is great for creating a surface prep. And I just water it down a little bit, mix it in with my white paint. Sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I don't. It just depends. But it's a great little tip for you in case you did not know that. You can use just Mod Podge. You don't have to go buy the expensive fancy stuff. It's not gonna crackle, it's not gonna do any of the things, but it's a great primer for your painting, or you could just use white paint. You don't have to do anything fancy. So I have sketched this out. I'm gonna do a light coat on this. I'm still gonna be able to see what's underneath because I'm just gonna do a light coating. And this chip brush is awful. It has bristles that are falling out all over the place. It's terrible. It's like someone has shed all of their hair. I'll pick out the pieces. It's fine. I have an easel at work. I probably should bring that home sometime. Oh my gosh. The bristles are insane. I just like to scoop them up. There's at least 6 of them. All right, let me go over this now. Use a better brush. I just don't like to use a better brush for like the background, but it's okay. And it's literally just the primer. So you can still see the image that I drew on there. And now we're gonna paint over this, okay? So, cup of water, stick your brush in it. All right, I use the wax paper for like knocking off some of the color to do like little swatches. All right, let's dry it. I didn't dry it very much, but I did dry it a little bit. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do around the background, and I'm just gonna use this kind of a brush right here. You can see it's been used a million times. Probably should use something else, but I'm not going to. And I'm just going to go in with a light gray. And I'll just hold it like this so you guys can kind of see. I'm just gonna go around and just, are you okay?
Yeah.
gonna go around like this, go around my leaves. I'm gonna go around my heart. Good night.
Love you.
Love you too. So just like this. See how it's lightly starting to show up? But it's going to accentuate the outline of our painting and the core parts of it. So I'm just going around, and I'm gonna add a little bit darker at the top. And I'm not trying to be very particular about where I'm placing the colors, because it's kind of abstract as well. And you can see that there is nothing to it. If you want to add the gradient of the colors and drag them down, you can do that as well. See how it can flow downward? It's all about whatever vision you have. And then I'm gonna bring this into here, just going around each part of our painting that we're going to do. And we'll bring back that line that we've just covered up. We don't have to worry about that. Like, you can't mess this up, y'all. Do you always paint the background first? Sometimes I do paint the background first, sometimes I don't. It really truly depends on what it is. Sometimes I will do the entire background and then I will paint over the top of it. Some people do the backgrounds last. Really truly, it's up to you. I like to sometimes just do the background because it helps create the foundation of my painting. There's no wrong answer. It's whatever you like. It's whatever you want to do. I need a little water. Sometimes my brush gets a little dry with this acrylic paint. All right, there's a leaf there. There's a leaf there, so you guys can see. I'm just gonna go across and come up inside. I'm gonna move that down. There's really nothing to it. Okay. Let me get some more. I'm gonna get some white. And my plate looks like that. It just has random, it's not even the same shade. And that's what makes it so fun and very forgiving, is that it's not the same shade. You can literally use multiple shades and it's not gonna matter. And then I'm gonna come down on this side with a darker. I need some more white. There we go. And then right in there, right there, there's a leaf there. All right, so I pretty much got my background. Looks pretty good. Not bad for like freehanding. All right, I'm gonna clean that brush out. And I have some, now remember, we did just the outline of that picture. It's got all the little extra things, all the little details. It's got all the things. All right, so I got my brush cleaned. Now this is like a brown pot, and I'm going to do the honey brown in them seed starter pots. I imagine that. But I'm gonna add a little drop of burnt umber. To this. And I'm going to make our pot. Okay. And again, this is just very simple. I'm just gonna drag across, create my pot shape. And then I'm gonna go around my heart. To the best of my ability, I'm gonna try to keep it within the constraints of what we drew. You know, this is just a lot of fun. You just can't go wrong. You just cannot go wrong. Now, I will fix my little heart there. Okay, so there's our little pot. It could be a wood pot. It could be a seed starter pot. It could be whatever kind of pot. Now, because I like to do all the extra things, I'm gonna use my scratchy brush. I like my scratchy brush a lot, okay? My scratchy brush looks like this. And I'm gonna drag through this pot right over that heart. And I'm gonna give it like a textured look. And you kind of have to go around and give it a little tender loving care. So this is kind of like mixed media. I'm just gonna, somebody could add paint to make this look. You can, oh, I dropped my paper towel. That's okay. Take out some of that paint and dry my brush back off. Get it super kind of scratchy again. I'm gonna go in and just make the distressing. Now, I have messed up right there on my heart. Do you see it? I know you can see it. It's all good though. It doesn't really matter. Because we can work magic. Okay, we can work some magic on that. All right, scratchy brush, done. I need to fix this little spot right here where I got a little crazy with my brown. And I just want to clean that spot up. Look at what I just did. Let me get some white. I need some white. It's not got glue in it. All right, let me go back into that gray. Okay, do you see? I just fixed it. It's fine. All right, so pot is done. Let's dry it. This is gonna be super cute. So I love artwork that I can incorporate into like my shelving or on like layering it. I just think it's so fun. And I like it when it's my own artwork. just makes me proud of myself when I get to like, oh, I did that. It's a lot of fun. So scratchy brushes need to be in your brush arsenal. And I think that they're like the Boars brushes. I have no idea where this brush came from, but 100% you need a scratchy brush. I'm gonna stick it right in there so we can start to dry out. The more dry, the scratchier, the better. All right, so my pot is done. It kind of looks like a wood pot or like a wood carved pot. I'm going to go in with red. This is that berry red. And we're gonna start doing our hearts. And I don't need a whole lot, just need a little. I'm gonna do purple. That is that lilac meadow. So when you're at the dollar store, pick up some canvases and just practice. You can't go wrong. Truly, you cannot. Poodle skirt pink, but I'm gonna mix it. These are really great for Valentine's. If you don't like the hearts, you could do flowers instead. But I got my colors right here. And I have this brush that I'm gonna use for this. Okay, I'm gonna do the red last because red is super powerful. And we're going to do purple. And let's do red on this one, and let's do purple on this one. I don't know what she's watching in there, but she's watching something. We're just gonna outline our heart. This one kind of goes off the page or off the canvas. Just kind of like so. I almost put that right in that red. So it looks like this. And then the stem kind of swoops a little bit. Get that wipe. I don't know what she's listening to, but it is like super busy. All right, pink. Let's go in with the pink right into here. This one also goes off the canvas. And I'm just gonna come around like so. So the really cool part about this is we were inspired by something on the internet. We hand drew our version, okay, ourselves. We've picked our colors. And we're just winging it. So fun. Right. So if you're not in the mood to paint at 11 o'clock, you can always do this one later. All right, pink's done, purple's done. Let's go ahead and knock out our green. Before we do the red, because once we do that red, OMG, it's gonna be crazy. All right, I have the Hauser medium green and Hauser light green. I got two of them. Goodness gracious. Oh, that is crusty. That is so crusty. Crusties. We got this, y'all. Y'all are super quiet. Oh, sorry. I actually think I can do this. You can totally do this. You can totally do this. Okay. So, I'm gonna get a little water on my brush. Now, it is paint water. It is what it is. You don't even have to worry if it's not paint water. It's fine. I'm gonna take the dark green and let me get a different plate so I can mix this right here. And so we're gonna go in and we're gonna do our leaves and just paint them in. Just like so. You can totally do this. Okay, then this leaf goes right up to that purple, comes across because it's, you know, right there. Okay, so that leaf is there. Now we have some overlapping leaves happening, okay? So we're going to now use our dryer and dry that leaf. You made a peanut butter and honey tortilla? What? That sounds pretty interesting. All right, I'm going to clean out that dark green. Not all the way, there's a little in there still. And I'm gonna get that light green. And I'm going to mix it over here. And I just added a smidge of water. Now we're gonna go over that dark green with this light green. Make sure I got the right one over here. Let me flip it around so I can see my green leaf. A liner brush would be good too. Let's try that one. So you can see where it looks like I have two coats on that green right there. I'm gonna come back to that lighter green leaf and I'm going to add another coat, but not on that one spot, so that I can kind of balance out the double coating look. And so now my leaf looks like it's on top of the other one, and we'll address that other leaf in the back. Okay, we're going to go and do the other leaf over here. And same scenario, because this is a darker leaf in the back, we're gonna do that lighter leaf in the front. And my leaf is looking a little ratchet. It's all good. You know, you can't overthink art. You just have fun with it, because that's really all that matters. Now this is behind. All right, let's try that. Ooh, I love bacon. We had grilled chicken and white rice and collard greens for dinner, in case anyone was wanting to know what we have for dinner. Let me tell you about the haters. The haters were super upset that we were making monkey bread at 1 o'clock in the morning. They're being so extra. I just am like, live your best life. It is literally live your best life. Okay, now we're gonna go into that dark green now that we've got like the others going. Made homemade chicken and dumplings. Last night I ate a chicken pot pie. You had cauliflower, broccoli, and roasted garlic hummus. Ooh, I love hummus. They were mad because they didn't have any. I mean, I don't know what they were mad about. But you would have thought we committed some kind of crime. How absolutely unhealthy it was to be making. Does anyone else live a normal life? Does anyone else just out of nowhere randomly? I mean, I have ice cream in the freezer because my sister DoorDashed ice cream because we are extra, okay? Like, anyone else just live their life and just, you know, you got to treat yourself every now and then because, I mean, what in the world are you on this planet for? Okay, see how that green is like popping? I feel like it's normal too. In the summer, don't even get me started because we eat dinner super late in the summer. We've always done that. I don't know why, but we've always had a super late dinner in the summertime. I guess it's because we grill out a lot and sometimes it just takes a minute to grill like all the things. I'm just painting that green. I feel like I need a thinner brush. Get a smidge of water. A dab. Come into that. There we go. I mean, look at that. I don't even know what I'm doing, y'all. Look at those leaves. Super duper cute. All right, let's come in over here to that stem. Let's come into that stem. This one's the curvy one. So this one comes right there. And then it wiggled around. To our pot. All right, stem one. The other two are the lighter green. All right. Where are you at? It says daylight till 9 p.m. this time of year. Oh gosh, could you use paint markers too? Absolutely. 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 Use paint markers. I'm gonna get me some water. All right, we're gonna do our stem over here. That stem got a little chunky on me. All right, there's that one. All right, now we're gonna do this one. This one's kind of leaning over. You just have to kind of see how it's leaning. And it's gonna come down just like so. Into the pot. Look how cute this is coming together, everyone. All right. Clean our brush. We're good with the green. We'll come back to the green if we need to. I don't think we need to worry about that. Box of paint markers for a gift, and she was so happy. Oh, she hid them right away. Did she hide them from you? Laura, did she hide them from you? Sometimes I feel like the smaller canvases are a lot more easier to manage when you are like beginning, because it seems smaller to manage and not so like big and overwhelming. But y'all, you just got to play around, practice, and do all the things. Okay, let's go ahead and do that red. Let's get that red up there. Now the red's probably going to take a couple of coats. All right. I'm going to do a different brush with the red because I feel like we need a different brush. Let's do not that one. This one has got some fraying happening, but it's like the perfect brush. I feel like it needs a flat iron. Okay, once I got it wet, it's not that bad. You can kind of see how it's much better. All right, let's go in with that red. I'm gonna start right off the bat over here around this purple. And I like to start sometimes on the outside and then work my way in. All right, let's come up. Come up. Normally I would do the background flower first, but I didn't for this because I just didn't do it. And you guys can see that there is literally nothing to it. You can do it. Go around, and we can make this whatever size we want because it's our painting. Like, we get to decide. We get to decide, and we get to clean up our hearts as well. All right, let me go right in, fill this in while this is still wet. Like I said, we'll probably have to do a couple coats. And you can be super sloppy if you want. I think it just adds more character. Let's go in with the top portion. Swoosh it up. It's looking so cute. Isn't that just adorable? Y'all, we were just inspired by a Pinterest photo. I just got to reiterate that. Freehand. You can do it. So cute. It's so super cute. All right, we're gonna do a blue heart down here. I'll come back and do another coat on that. We're gonna do a blue heart on our pot. Y'all, this is super colorful. We're just inspired by Conversation Heart, you know, candy. This is a very bright blue, but I'm gonna add a little bit of gray to it. Not that brush. Let's do the one brush I just had a moment ago. Put it back. There it is. Going to do that blue, and we're gonna mix some gray. I want more of like a blue gray. All right, so right in that little opening, we're gonna go in with this blue gray. It's kind of like a vintagey blue. And we're gonna fill in that opening of our pot. And I have a lot of paint on my brush, so I'm just trying to offload it the best I can. See what's happening? Cute. Could do that black. Could have done like the darker wood. There's no wrong answer. So cute. It's looking really cute. Clean that line. It'd be really awesome to add like the baking soda to it. I don't know what I did with it, but it's looking really cute. All right, let's try this. I am gonna have to do another coat on the red. I make it look easy. Here's the thing. Get a canvas, get your paint, get a paintbrush, and do it. Because I'm telling you right now, a person can only say like, you can do it, you can do it. I just showed you I had nothing here. I free-handed this completely. I'm not really good at drawing. I made lots of mistakes. But it's as you progress, you can make the most of it. Practice, yes. Practice, practice, practice makes progress. Not perfect, but progress. Okay, let's go in and paint that red one more time. We've got our little skinny red brush because we got to focus on the little details. All right, and that's that berry red. So pretty. So pretty. You guys, I say you can do it. The thing is one of the things I've learned is that you will only know what you're capable of when you allow yourself to fail. And that's the thing about doing things that you don't think you can do, is that everyone's afraid to fail. But I don't really care, because this is just a Dollar Tree painting. It's not changing my life. It's actually improving my life, because I'm practicing. I'm trying something different. I'm doing it kind of like on the fly. And I didn't worry myself about it. I just did it. And at the end of the day, when it's all done, I'm gonna learn something. Number one, I just thought about, let's add baking soda, because you know, we could make this super awesome, like more awesome than it is. It's already awesome, but we can make it more awesome. You just gotta give it a chance. Okay. Does it look like a 4-year-old did it? Sure. Don't care. You love cashews. I'm gonna have to get some and make a snack bag. Yes. Snack bag. Can you practice on paper and then to a canvas? You can practice on whatever you want to. You use paper, cardstock, cardboard, cereal box. I painted a freaking amazing painting on the back of a baby wipe box. Y'all don't never remember that. I will literally paint anything. There is no wrong answer. You don't have to use a canvas. You can get you a piece of paper, get you a piece of cardboard, get out your Amazon box, chop it up, do the thing. You will never, like, it's $1.25 for a canvas. If you want to use cardboard, get out your Crafty Crate boxes. Right here. Perfect canvas. Perfect surface. Practice. Yes, you remember the baby white painting box. Did y'all not see my cereal box barn? I think that's the part that I was just talking about a minute ago, is we overthink ourselves. We talk ourselves out of something because we're not confident. You have to build your confidence by knowing your expectations, knowing your limits, knowing what you're capable of, knowing what you're confident about. Doing something like this and being like, oh my gosh, I actually did that. It's not the greatest, but I did it, and it's so perfect. And this is not perfect, but I love it anyways. And that's the thing. Like, this is like, so one of the reasons why I wanted to do, like, when I closed the Creative Haven, I said I really wanted to focus on going back to like painting, not like a craft kit, not like something super exorbitant and fancy, but just going back to get out something. Get your paint that's sitting in a little basket, get you a paintbrush, and just paint something. It's so rewarding, you know, and you can do it on anything. You can literally do it on anything. Anything. Clearly, you can do it on anything, because I paint junk. Face your fears. Yes. Yes. Your plant pots in the living room. Yes. You can do it. Yes, it is so liberating. It's gratifying. Yes. Y'all, I'm here to build your confidence and help you believe in yourself. The thing is I can't make you do it. You have to take action. And you just, You just got to take action. I will never forget the first time I did a finger painting. And I'm not talking like just finger painting. I'm talking about like a mega canvas. A mega canvas. And y'all, I would sell my artwork for hundreds of dollars. And I didn't go to school. I am 100% self-taught. I take classes. You don't have to be like trained to be an artist. The art comes from within yourself and your own vision, and you get to decide what your art is. Not anyone else, you do. And so you might think, you know, I don't want to paint pots and flower hearts and get you something, doodle it, paint it. Just do something organic, paint your feelings. Like, I know that people don't realize this, but paint therapy is a thing. And it is very, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. You have to just experience it for yourself to understand. And if it's not vibing with you, it's okay. You may have zero interest in any of this, but I know how much I love it because it's just loads of fun. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is the fun stuff. The little whimsy things. All right, so I have my black marker. I wish I had my ink pad because I have this stamp that would be super cute to like stamp on the things, but I don't have the things, but I wish I did. All right, so I've got a paint marker. And in that picture, that was our inspo. Our inspo picture has little stitches. It's got little like ticky things. It's just really fun. And so I'm going to use the black marker and I'm going to go over this whole thing. I'm going to outline it and make it pop, okay? May not be for you, but I love it. All right, so I'm just gonna start going around the outside of this whole thing. Now I could use paint, but I'm not gonna do that because I know how me and paint get along with the black, and we're just not real good friends. All right, so we've got our outline of our pot. Let's do our heart. Make sure your paint is dry when you do this. See, it's coming together. So cute. All right, let's do our stem. 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 Our stem on this one. See how it's automatically transforming it? We're gonna do our leaf, our other leaf. Again, cute. This leaf kind of comes up from behind. Oh, I need to fix, see, there's a little spot there where the green is by the purple. I missed it. Let's do this one. And this one. So adorable. All right, let's do our pink heart. Sometimes I like to go where I can see the direction I'm going. How precious is this? Let's go around our purple heart. red heart. It just is starting to pop. It's just really looking really cute. All right, I saw that green spot there, but it covered up when I went over the purple heart, so I think it's okay. The next thing we're gonna do, based on our inspiration, is we're going to go around the inside of our heart with stitches, just like so. So cute. I mean, stop it. Stop it. So cute. All right, there's stitches on our leaves. Right up the middle. Let's do this one as well. This one here. This one. Okay, it's coming to life. It's coming to life. All right, let's do this one. Now this goes off the edge, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's do the pink one. I forgot to connect that there, but that's okay. And this is just a paint marker. You can use a Posca pen, you could use a Sharpie. You could use paint. Like I said, this girl ain't doing the paint. I know my limits. All right, let's do the red. I mean, adorable. Adorable. So cute. So stinking cutesy. So happy you are doing something besides good wood cutouts. I am so happy we're doing all the things. All the things, because here's the thing, even with the wood cutouts, you can freehand it. You could freehand anything that we do. You don't have to buy a wood cutout. You don't have to do any of those things. But people who have, who struggle with like the creative like process, like you could take the little gumball machine that we did and you could draw it on a canvas. In fact, I can draw it right now on the back of this box and you don't even have to buy that kit. Like the thing is it's finding the inspiration in everything. And so, you can do it. You can do it. All right. So let's do a little highlight. And I'm just going to do some X's like they're stitched. My white's disappearing, so I might have to get some white paint. Let's see. she doesn't mean anything wrong by it, but comments like that just don't sit well with me. Like, it just doesn't. Because I feel like the limitation that people place is dependent on, you know, something, like, this isn't a good thing, and only these other things are good things, when it's all good things. It's all good things. We are creative people. We are limitless. We are limitless. I'm looking for a super skinny brush because my paint is disappearing from my paint pens. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I need a super skinny. Hang on, let me see if I can dig inside here. Yeah, we can do it with this one. All right, let's go into that white paint, because look, see the white on the pink? You just can't even see it. It's there, but it's not there. It's there, but it's not there. It's there, but it's not there. Let's do, the white showed up on the red really good, but I'm gonna go back over it. Find the inspiration. I love Pinterest. Pinterest is super awesome. Let's do just doing little dots, random dots. I don't know that they're necessary, but I think they just add a cute little detail. I'm gonna add an extra. I'm gonna add a little highlight. Our little pot. Which is cute. I feel like the red needs a little love. And then it got really sloppy. What is that? Paint. That got really bad. That's okay. Let's do another extra on the pink. So they're not all the same. They're just not all the same. It's fine. It's cute though. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it on our wonky Dollar Tree frame. Oh, let's see. A lot of people are doing paint and sip parties with the trucks and the hearts. We're gonna be doing paint classes. They're gonna be $10 classes. Like in-person stuff. I don't do in-person things, but we're gonna do online classes. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. There'll be free stuff. I just painted a free one today. I just gave you a free one today. We're gonna be doing some paint classes. They're gonna be not for everyone. Don't really think they're for everyone, but I hope everyone considers, like, you know, giving it a chance, because I think it could be a lot of fun. But like, this is just, there's nothing, you don't have to have the know-how. You just have to be willing, you know, be willing. And I'm gonna sign my painting because, I mean, I need to sign my painting. I didn't even paint the sides of this. It is what it is. And I usually just do my initial and then my last name. And then I like to sign on the inside 1/20, 1/24. It's the 21st, right? Do I still have Creative Haven? No, we closed the Creative Haven on December 31st. What is today? The 21st, yeah. So we had the Creative Haven for a really long time. And y'all, it was just, I don't know. I can't explain it. Let me show you guys what we did. So here's my little signature up the side. It's really fun. I'm gonna write also on here, inspired by Pinterest. Inspired by Pinterest. It's a Flickr picture. Fliker. So cute. So cute. I hope you guys consider doing this one. So we had the Creative Haven for a hot minute. Started during COVID in April. And we had it April of 2020 through April of 2021, April of 2022, April of 2023. And then we had it for 3.5 years. It was a long time. And I just kind of feel like it was never meant to be forever. It was never meant to be what it was. And it was great. I had a lot of fun. We did so many awesome projects. We did paintings, we did projects. And it was a lot of like dollar store projects. And I felt very confined. And I shared that multiple times. Like, I feel like it started in the middle of, like, y'all, Dollar Tree DIYs are a thing. They'll probably always be a thing. I love doing them. I just don't want to. I've said this a million times, and I've always been transparent. I don't want to feel restricted, and my business is only one thing. My business does multiple things. What do? We manufacture products. We are a creative business that provides craft items to creative people to craft with that we will ship to you. We teach people, we inspire them, we put things on our blog, we share free videos just like this, and we do multiple things. And the goal of the Creative Haven was to serve a need at the time that it was needed. And it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And then I just feel like, you know how I feel like everyone goes through like a burnout phase? I feel like I was just burned out on every Monday night we're doing a Dollar Tree craft. And I started that group with this whole COVID thing. There's no trolls. There's, and trolls are just people who, it's like, it's the fake accounts who come in and they're like, hey, I just recognize your profile and I want to be your friend. And I love this about your profile. And will you be my friend and message me? Or the people who just were constantly commenting spammy things like, they just would troll the comment. They're trolls. Okay. Not even that they're haters, okay? Because I don't really care if haters want to join. You want to, more the merrier. I mean, listen, I'll take your money. I don't really care. So anyways, I mean, I'm just being honest. Hey, you want to pay? You can come sit in our class. You want to disrupt yourself? We'll ask you to leave. I mean, that's literally pretty much anywhere. So, it started and it was like what people needed at the time. It was very much what people needed. Not saying that I have all the things that people need because I just don't. But it was an opportunity to be in a community and in a setting with my type of creativity, with my type of vision, with my type of things that I offer. And not everybody is the same. Okay? Not everybody's the same. We all bring something different to the table. Yeah, like the shoe on your head and the couch for sale, right? Yo, we haven't seen those in a long time. It's just crazy. So I committed myself to do something. I gave my word. I delivered. I promised something. I delivered on it. I gave it over 3 years, and I gave everything that I could balance with a growing business, okay? And I have been more than transparent about my struggles with business ownership and my trust issues. I ran my business by myself when I closed my store, I was editing my videos. I was managing all the comments. I was doing all the emails. I was writing all the blogs. I was planning all the things. I was doing business coaching. I was doing so much stuff, and I did it by myself. And then I hired, Dylan went to school, and I hired Dylan. I was like, hey, can you edit videos? Can you do that for me? And so we started putting videos on YouTube, and it was really fun. And then, businesses evolve. Things change. You are not stuck in the, I said yes to this forever. You can change your mind. You can go down a whole different road. You can be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this over here because this is where I am for me. And so it's twofold. What brings me excitement and joy and what serves my customer. And we try to bring as much of that as we possibly can. Okay. So Dylan went to college, edited the videos, and then COVID. So in September of 2020, I hired Michelle. I hired my daughter-in-law, someone who I did not have a very good relationship with. In fact, we didn't have a good relationship at all. We were cordial. Some of y'all, that just might surprise you. Some of you may know this because you've been following for literally forever. You just don't watch all the videos. So I know that people don't have all the information. And so I hired her in 2020. My son approached me and said, hey, Mom, you need help, which was Zach. And he was like, Michelle's working remotely from home during COVID. I think that she went to Georgia Southern. She did public relations. She has, she's very smart enough. You can work with her on a professional level. She's going to provide you with a service that you need in your business because you're never going to grow at this rate. And it's true. These are all true things. And I just thought, I will never work with family again. I'll never work with my family again. I'm not going to do it. Dylan was doing it part-time. It just never went down a positive road working with family. So I was a very much anti-family, like as far as like working with them. And I just told him, I was like, I just don't think that's a good idea. That's your wife. I don't want there to be any more like issues. I don't want there to be any issues, period. I said, we don't have a good relationship. I don't know how to fix that or how to work on those things. And, you know, I set the personal aside because that's what we're taught to do, is like treat your business like a business. Set the personal aspects of it aside, and I need to hire someone. Doesn't matter what their relation is. It doesn't matter. They have a skill set. They have a qualification. They're capable of doing the job. When I make it personal, that's when the problems become a problem. And so if this is for anyone who needs to understand this, you decide as the business owner what you make personal. And when you create that business boundary, there should never be a problem. You can have the hard conversations. It's nothing personal. You're going to have hard conversations. You're going to have to be like, listen, this was wrong. And, you know, it is what it is. And so my business runs very much like a business. I want people to have fun. But at the time, I was in this limited mindset. No, I'll just do it myself. I know how to do it. I can do it. I will do it. I will do all the things. And I balanced so much, so well. And then the floodgates opened wide open, and it just, I had closed my store. I was praying like, God, give me a vision, like open the door. Like I want that creative business back, but I don't want to have a brick and mortar store. I want to take it to an online space, and I want to have more freedom in my family. I have a granddaughter. Like I need you to open doors for opportunities that can meet those things that are requirements in my life. And I know that God is the way maker, and he can do these things, and he can pave the way. And so I was digging my heels in. I was not going to go back to painting furniture and having a storefront and being open. And you know, you're open. Whether you're working there or you're hiring somebody to be there, you are literally chained to that retail brick and mortar store that's open to the public. And so someone had to be there. Someone had to decorate it, stage it, paint the furniture, load it in, move it out, make the deliveries, take the photos, market the bit. Like there's so much that goes into things that people just don't see like all the stuff. And I just decided that I was not going to go back down that path. And so when I closed my store, and I've said this, y'all probably like a broken record. Some of you guys have never heard this. Some of you guys are just curious and just want to know. And by the way, what does this have to do with Creative Haven? It's all of it. It's all of it. If you don't understand, you don't understand. But maybe just conversating about it will help people understand. And so I just kept telling myself, like, I'm not made for corporate America, which I can completely recognize that. I am not built for corporate America. I've worked in corporate America. I've worked, I've had multiple jobs in in a past life, no, in my early years, I worked for multiple doctor's offices. I was a receptionist. Then me and my sister April worked at the same nursing home together. I was the morning cook and she was the PM cook. Y'all, we were crazy. We had full on food fights because we just did not know how to handle ourselves. We were just not grown up at that point, but it was crazy. I was a single mom till I was 25 years old. Mark and I got married when we were 25. We had Caden when I was 26, hysterectomy when I was 27. We have a special needs son. I was a stay-at-home mom at that point, but in my single mom years, I worked for Eli Lilly and Company. I did the transcription work for the clinical trials. And so when people would go through like the drug studies and clinical trials, I would transcribe all of that. So I had to type it all out, listen to it, do all the things. And so I did like executive assistant work in that aspect. So I'm super tech savvy. I'm like, I can work and do a lot of things. I then left that job and went to work for a doctor's office where I did reception work. I want to be closer to home. I hated driving into Indianapolis to go to that company and just sit at my cubicle and type up things. And plus, working in the clinical trials is super depressing. I'm just going to be real honest with you. Because when you go through the clinical trials, think about all the things that can go wrong. All of the details are being recorded. To how you get those little pamphlets in the prescriptions. Those are real people that had all of those symptoms that went through all of that stuff. And someone's got to document it. And it was the day and age of trying to go into the digital world of medical records and things like that and trying to computerize everything. So anyways, some of the stuff was paper files I had to transcribe, and some of it was audio things. It was not a good vibe. It was very depressing. Some of it was just really horrible. And so I was just like, I just don't want to do this anymore. So I went to work at the doctor's office, and then I learned how to do medical billing and coding. And so I did the insurance filings and stuff like that for multiple doctor's offices. I worked for multiple internal medicine companies. I worked for a small town doctor who still did house calls. I was a nurse's assistant also on the side. I did a lot of stuff, okay? And so I've worked in corporate America. I actually met my husband before we ever even dated, and I met him. I was the receptionist at Service Master in Indianapolis, in Greenwood. If you guys are from Indianapolis area, in Greenwood, Service Master, my husband did the restoration cleanings. The thumbs up is funny. He did the restoration cleaning. So he was the cleaning team and I was the booking. So I took in all the calls, did all the appointments, and he worked in a whole total different department. We did not even know we worked at the same place at the same time. It's just crazy how my husband and my path crossed multiple times before we ever even dated. And we used to live across the street from each other when we were younger. This is before I ever got married. There's just a lot of, things that people just don't know about life. And so anyways, I decided, okay, I don't want to work in corporate America. I've got this special needs child. And so whenever I left the medical billing and coding field, my husband worked a job at a lumber mill called Davidson Lumber. It was in Franklin, Indiana. They built trusses for new home builds. And so he ran a big giant saw and built trusses, and he literally made $8 an hour. I don't know how we lived life on this, but we did. And I had Caden. I was a full-time caregiver to a person who needed my help. We didn't know what he was struggling with. We knew that he could not hear. We knew that he had vision issues. We found out later when he was about 2 years old that he had Asperger's syndrome. So I became the stay-at-home mom. And my personality is pretty clear that this girl don't sit idle well, okay? So I am innovative. I ran an entire eBay business out of my closet for most of Caden's younger life. I sold things on eBay. I wrote a weighted blanket ebook. It was the first product that was a digital product that I ever sold. I sold the pattern on how to make weighted blankets because he had sensory disorder. So he had to sleep with weighted blankets. I had to make them because I couldn't afford to buy them. So I was like, I'm gonna DIY this. So I made a pattern out of it. I was like, bet you other people would want one too. So I wrote, not a seamstress. I figured out how to do it. I did not really want to do it, but I did because it filled a need. So I started selling things on eBay. I made really good money being able to stay home and do that. And then I kind of got an understanding of what entrepreneurship was. I knew right then and there that, hey, I don't have to go to corporate America. I can be my own boss. I think I need to do this to be more present for my son and my other children. I wanted to be in their life as well. And so it afforded me the ability to make money to help support my family, for me to stay home. It's not like a get rich quick thing. Okay. We've been down this road where, people think that when people have small businesses that they're just trying to get rich. No, we are working class people just like everyone else. And it's just insulting when people think that it's not, you know? Now, there are people who do become multimillionaires. I mean, look at Jeff Bezos. Come on. He started his business in his garage, I believe, or in a spare bedroom or something, you know? Look at where he is now. I mean, that's amazing. It's so inspirational. But I think that the thing for me is that I just did not want to go back to corporate America. I wanted to be home with my family. And so it just evolved and evolved and evolved and evolved. And I have been an entrepreneur since Caden was like 2 years old. And it's been that way. I've not went back to the workforce since he's 2 and he's 20. So 18 years I've been an entrepreneur of some capacity. And then, I've told the story a bazillion times, and I just feel like sometimes when you tell your story to other people, it sparks some sort of flame within themselves that they feel encouraged and empowered that they can also do something, because, we are our own limit. We are our own thing that holds ourselves back, is ourselves. And so you just have to give yourself the permission to do all the crap that's super risky. You just do. So Zach and Dylan were in high school. Caden had gone into middle school. And I was like, I really need to find my sense of purpose. I feel like I wasn't needed near as much, and I wanted to go on to a next level. And I've always been super creative, and I really wanted to explore my newfound entrepreneurship in a creative outlet. And so I didn't want to do eBay anymore. I didn't want to do, all those things. I'm like, I want to do hands-on stuff. I want to make stuff. I want to do it. And so I was determined. Okay, I'm going to find my purpose. I'm going to find my power, and I'm going to apply myself. So, went driving around our town here, because at this point we had moved to Georgia because my husband lost his job. Y'all, we've just gone through the ringer. So moved from Indiana to Georgia. We've been here since 2009. I just couldn't imagine living anywhere else. But I was a band mom. The kids are in high school. Caden's in middle school. He's a little bit more independent. All the therapy and hard work has paid off. He's just thriving. And I need something to do, because I was falling into a major depression. Like, I found myself like getting the kids up, getting them off to school, laying back down, going to bed, laying in bed, wallowing in my, I just am nothing. I just have no value, no worth. No one needs me. Like the sad, sorry story that you tell yourself whenever, depression hits you. And so I just determined that, I was going to take my life back, and I was going to find a purpose. I was going to use the gifts that God gave me, whether I was good at it or not. I was going to find the things I was good at, and I was going to hone in on those things and let God figure out the rest, because I'm not good at a lot of stuff. Okay. First of all, the eyebrows, the facial expressions, the sassiness, all the things. But I am really good at being a business owner. I'm really good at creativity, artistry. I'm a hard working hustler. Like, I will work so hard. I'm a dreamer. I am a dream chaser. I am willing to think outside the box, do things that are hard, figure that crap out, and just like make it work. And so I went driving around Rincon in my husband's truck that I had told him I needed to go pick up stuff. And I did pick up stuff. I'm not lying. I did pick up stuff, but it wasn't what he probably thought I was picking up. And so I was like, I need to go find something I can make stuff with. I need to figure out, can I go find stuff at the thrift store? Like, people throw things away. What about used furniture? And my sister at the time had been painting furniture, and I was like, I bet I could do that. That sounds like lots of fun. So I come across this dumpster pile of pallets. And I know people probably thought, if there were people staring at me at this time, they were probably thinking, what the heck is wrong with this woman? Because I didn't know anything about nothing. I was, again, super DIY. Do it yourself, figure it out, explain it to other people later. So I figure out how to get these pallets into the truck. And I'm like, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm pretty sure that people make stuff. Like, they make stuff out of this stuff. And this is like valuable. Okay. It's wood. I mean, I could do stuff with this. I could make little signs. I could Pinterest stuff. Like, I could do that. Did I know what I was going to do? No. Okay. I just knew that I had to get them in the truck, get them home, and figure that out later, and come up with some sort of story to get my husband to like let me do the thing, because now I have a newfound interest. Okay. So instantly I went from depressed in the bed to, we have pallets. Don't know what we're doing with them, but we're going to make magic happen. So he comes home from work, same day. I'm in the garage, July. I remember it like it was yesterday, with a crowbar, trying to pry these pallets apart. And for the love of God, they are very difficult. Okay. Just trust me on that. But I was pulling them suckers apart because I needed the lumber, because I then had ideas. Like, I can make stuff. This is wood. Like, once you separate it, there's pieces of wood that you can make stuff with. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we have a sander. I'm pretty sure. I wasn't sure of anything. I didn't know what we had, because I had never really been in the garage to know any of the things. I didn't know what we owned. I just knew I could find a crowbar. I found a hammer, and I was going to figure out how to take these things apart before this man got home, because I had a point to prove. Okay. I had to explain why I had the pallets, what I did with the truck that day. So now I am not even worried about the fact that I've been depressed. I have just completely distracted myself. Y'all, I'm living life. And people who know me know that everything I'm telling you is literally everything life is for me. Okay. It's life. I love it. And so he comes home and he's like, you need a reciprocating saw. And I'm like, well, I don't even know what that is, but I will find a way to get one. So I took these pallets and I went on Pinterest, and I was like, oh, people build pallet furniture. They be building outdoor stuff. I'm like, I'm going to build home decor. That's what I'm going to do. So I built this table. And some of y'all know the story. I was like so proud of myself. I used like screws, and I sanded it, and I did all the things, and I made it so cute. And it was like an accent table. And this is before I had a business page. This is before, like, this is when I had my like personal profile. I had like friends with people that aren't really like, you know your friends list. There's no one you really talk to but your family, or maybe a few friends, but you're friends with like 5,000 people. We don't know why we're friends with so many people, but we are. Okay. Facebook told us to be friends with everyone. So that's what we did. So I go and decide I'm going to post a photo of what I've just made on my Facebook page. And I'm posting it like I am a proud kindergartner, with my picture is on the bulletin board. Okay. I am telling everyone who I really have nothing to do with, because we're really not friends, that I just made stuff. Okay. And then some random person is like, is that for sale? I was like, well, yes, it is. Well, how much is it? Well, what are you willing to offer? $150. Yes, sold. Come get it. I could not believe I sold trash for $150. That meant I could go buy tools to make my job now better. I was going to blow my husband's mind. Okay. That is all 100% accurate story. Okay. This has led me into where we are today. Okay. So sometimes I just need to change things up. Okay. Sometimes I need a new direction. I need a newfound love. And sometimes I just need to go back to the root core of things. And I think that's all of us. So I love painting and making stuff and doing all this stuff. And when I had my brick and mortar store, I truly thought that I was going to be able to do all of that. And I realized very quickly that I became the business owner. I was doing all the social media. I was doing all the photography. I was staging the entire store. Do you know how much I painted? Very little. I told myself the only way, Amber, you're going to get to do the things you love to keep you going in this business that you've created is to set aside a time where you sit down and you paint stuff. Well, at the time I joined this business coaching group, and I was like, I'm going to figure out how to be this business owner that's super magical. And one of the things they did was challenge you to do live videos for 30 days. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. last minute, I'm like midnight going live. Okay. I had access to the live feature very early on my Facebook page. And by this time I have a storefront. I'd had 4 booths, multiple booth businesses, very successful, saved a lot of money, opened the store. And now I needed to like utilize social media. Okay, because I had not really done any of those things. I used Facebook groups to like market my business. Like y'all, it was just crazy. And so I decided I was going to do the Makery. Okay, I called it the Makery. I put these letters up on this wall. I cleared out this booth in my storefront. It was a little 8x8. Rubber banded my phone to a chair. I took a lamp for one of my vendors' booths and laid it down with the shade off because I had no lighting. It was so DIY. It was so extra. But I was going to do it. I was determined to figure it out. I was super dry in my personality. I was not very like confident in myself. I was very self-sabotaging, comparing myself to other people. I had not truly discovered my identity of who I was because I lived a life a lot of times under the perception of what other people expected me to be. And so I was trying to find like my community. I wanted to paint and show people like how to paint furniture and how to utilize their creativity. And so I started doing live videos. It was so bad. It was so bad. These videos are still on this Facebook page. It's so bad. And the people who want to talk crap about my hat wearing, listen, I've been wearing a hat backwards since I can remember. It is nothing new, but apparently it bothers a lot of people. I still wish I could find that black hat because that was one of my favorite hats. But I would wear my braids. I wore my hat. Like I did all the things. I did all the things I still do today, all these years later. And I believe it's been since 2016. So we're pushing y'all 8 years. 8 years I've been doing this whole thing. It's a long time. Okay. So when people come at me with all these things, I just am like, bless your heart where you been, because this is not new. This is who I am. And if you don't want to accept me, then you just watch from the sidelines because I don't know what to say about that. But anyways, so I started painting furniture and people were showing up. People were showing up. Why? I don't know. It was so bad. That's probably why they showed up. They were just watching the crap show. My camera was constantly blurry. I took absolutely forever. I just didn't take people's crap. It's very much still the same. I think I've gotten better. I give myself a lot more grace than I used to. I've just stopped worrying about what other people think of me and I just do what I want to do. I'll sit here and talk forever. I will talk for 2 days. And there's nothing, it is what it is. But I think that what I discovered is that all of the things that I thought that I knew, I truly did not know. That there is literally so many opportunities of a direction that you can take your life if you choose to go that direction. You don't need permission. You just need to choose to do it. And so I kept doing things that I thought people wanted me to do. I thought I would do things because people said you should do them. And then I just stopped listening to that. And I was like, okay, these are the things I need to do because this is what's good for my business. And these are the things that are like up in the air. Like you can take risks in this area. You can take chances in this area. You can do the things over here. You can do the things over there. And there's like, you have leeway. And so as soon as I got out of my own way and stopped overthinking all the things, I just started doing stuff that I loved, that I felt like if I love them and I do them, then I'm going to attract a community of people that also love those things. They're going to get my personality. They're going to get my ridiculousness. They're going to get the sassy. They're going to understand. And then there's going to be the people who don't. And you know what? Those people are just not my people, but they're going to watch anyways. but I can't conform to those people. So I like to make signs. I like to paint furniture. I like to decorate. I like to do random things. I like to fly by the seat of my pants. I like to do paintings. I like to do wood cutouts. I like to build stuff. I like to go on random adventures, and sometimes I just want to sit on my couch and watch television. Sometimes we make stuff, like we'll cook recipes or we'll go shopping, and just because that is literally me. I have zero structure in my life. And it's very hard when you have a life, like your personality is like that, to also run a successful business. And so that led me down the path of, I think I can do it all. I trust myself more than I trust others. And look how far I've come. I've come this far and I can do it. I don't need anyone's help. So you fast forward, I'm done. I've got a granddaughter now. My body is so tired. I'm super proud of myself. I'm teaching other people the things that I've learned, things what to do, what not to do. Maybe you want to do it, maybe you don't. You do you, but here's what I did. Might not work for you, but it worked for me. Like, it's just, I needed someone to tell me all the things so that I could be like, okay, well, maybe that might work, or maybe I'll do this. I wanted to be the business coach that I needed for other people. Like, I'm that learner. I'm that personality. I'm not one that's like, give me the step-by-step bullet points, because that doesn't work for me, because not everything works for every person who has a business. So, I was like, you know what? I just feel like I'm done with the business coaching because I keep upsetting people. I just keep telling the truth. I don't coddle people. I just tell it like it is. And people are too daggone sensitive. And I'm like, I'm not made for this. I have a lot to offer. I have a lot to teach people. Like, I've learned a lot of stuff. And there was people that were in my circle that they just weren't ready for it. Okay. And they weren't ready for me. And so it was just best that I move forward without doing business coaching anymore. People till this day still ask me, when are you going to do business coaching again? I want to learn all the things that you've learned. I want to do all the things. Like, how do you do all the stuff? And I'm like, I am not made for that. Like, you can't, first of all, you can't handle this because this is too transparent for you. So I just don't do it. Randomly we'll have little chit chats and, tips and tricks and stuff. But for the most part, I just feel like I'm not the business coach for people anymore. And so I'm like, I'm a creative. I'm a creative person. And so I decided that I was going to close that store, be at home, be present more, do things when I want to do them, and just literally explore every single thing that I possibly can think of. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it, or I'm going to try it at least. I've been able to work with my grandchildren. I get to do so many things that most people cannot do or do not get to do. And that is the life I've built. I've built the life that I've dreamed of having for the life that I want to have. And I've not done it single-handedly. Of course, I've done this with, God has guided every single footstep that I've taken. He's opened doors that I'm like, what the heck is this? What are we doing here? The fact that I've had my work published in multiple magazines, like, who does that? Like, to me, it's like other people do that, but do I do that? Like, that's just insane. And so I've had very amazing opportunities, like, come to me. And I'm extremely blessed. But I hired Michelle and I told her, this is about the business, and the business is my retirement, but it's also my personality. It's my life. It's my expression. It's my stronghold. It's what fuels me, and I thrive in this space, and I love every aspect of this, and it's just a way of life. And if you're a creative person who indulges in the creative aspect of things, you can relate to that. Like, you just live a creative life. you're always making something. You're still living life. Like, you still got to do the dishes, you still got to do laundry, you still got to go to work, you do all the things. So you're retired. But it's like, some people's hobby is like, my husband loves to watch football and baseball and go to football games. And he just loves all of that. He is a sports driven person, and it's what he does. Like, how many times can you watch the reruns of something? He's like, it's just, I love it. Well, that's kind of how I feel. It's like people who love to watch NASCAR, or people who crochet, or people who are food connoisseurs. And it just, find your tribe, okay? That's what it boils down to. Is I am very much aware of embracing my identity of who I am. And so April of 2020, the world literally fell apart. And September of 2020, I hired Michelle. And I told her, I was like, we've got this little group that we're doing. We're doing all the things. And I was like, but I have this blog. And she's like, okay. I'm like, I really think we could do something with this blog. It could inspire people, and people could just arrive at it at any time of day, 24/7, all the time. And I really think that you would be really good to work on the blog. And that's what I had her do. Michelle's full-time job was blogging. Isn't that crazy? Because I could not release anything else to her. I was still doing all the things. And then I slowly was like, hey, can you help me with emails? Because there's so many. Hey, can you help me with the comments? Because there's so many. Hey, can you help me with the messages? Because there's so many. Hey, now I'm really overwhelmed with like all the stuff I have to manage now. Can you help me with like the Creative Haven thing? And then she started to create the curriculum and the supply list, and we did all the things, and it just grew and became something that I never intended for it to be. It was very much meant to be, oh, you want a supply list? You want to craft along? Okay, come join our group. We're going to do it together. And here's what you're going to get in advance. Michelle started to lay the foundation of like making it more structured, because I lack the structure. She was like, you need to stick to your calendar. You need to be pre-planning. I'm like, what? Pre-plan? Why? Like, can't we just do it tomorrow? Like, she's like, you need to do this. And I'm like, I'm busy. Y'all, I struggled. Okay. I struggled to commit to something that I just was like, but I don't have an idea right now. I gotta think about the idea. And it just was more of the same. But we did so much, and we had so much fun. And then in 2021, ish, about 2021, Glowforge reached out to me. And I've been praying for a minute. I was like, good Lord Jesus above, I need something more than just my like ideas. I need more. I need a product. I need something I can sell to people that they're gonna love. And I just didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it was. I was like, I just don't know what it is. It's gonna be something magical though. I just knew it was. And I told Michelle, I was like, this company won't, because she was like constantly getting emails of like brands that wanted to send me stuff. People would be sending me glue guns and paint and all this stuff. And I finally ended up telling people, like, I do not want you to send me your stuff anymore. Just please don't send me your stuff, because I will go crazy. So Glowforge was like, we want to send you this laser machine. And I was like, laser machine? What is it going to do? 4-5 months it sat in my garage. And by the way, they tell you to store it flat. It was standing up for 4 months in my garage. I didn't know what the thing was. I had no idea. And then I was like, I gotta do that contract thing. I gotta open this thing. I gotta use it. I gotta see what it's about. I gotta show people about it. I gotta promote it. Oh gosh, what did I get myself into? What did I sign up for? I'm like, I'm gonna get fired. Like, there's so many things. But I was busy living life doing all kinds of stuff, okay? I was napkin crafting, and we're doing all the other adventures that were going on, and random stuff that we're gluing to things. Like we were just on a roller coaster of what are we doing? We don't know, but it's crafty. Okay. And so I just was like, I told Dylan, I was like, okay. So at this point in time, Michelle and I are working on our relationship. Dylan is like graduated from college, but he doesn't want to like travel to go get a job somewhere. And I can understand that. I wouldn't want to do that either, you know, and I offered to keep him on to keep editing our videos. I was like, just keep editing all the videos. I'm going to film them. I'm going to record them. And you just build up the arsenal of videos because we need to post them to the YouTube channel. And I was like, if you just do that, fine. I'll just record them and give them to you. Record them and give them to you. And then I was like, and then eventually someone's going to put them on YouTube. Don't know when, because I hate that part. And so, I was like, hey, Dylan, you want something new to do today? Can you just go out in the garage and figure out what that thing is in that box? And he opens it up. He's like, oh my gosh, this thing's amazing. Do you know what this is? And I was like, no, tell me all the things. So he tells me about this, you know, this machine. And I was like, so we can literally make anything. He was like, you can cut so much stuff with this thing, Mom. It's so amazing. And I was like, okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to set it up in that room. And I need you to figure out how to operate that. And then I will do my obligation. We'll see what happens. And I'll see if I even like it. We'll figure that out. As soon as he showed me what this thing was, it was like, you know, people who are obsessed with like sports cars or like jewelry or like they're just mesmerized. If there was a CSI moment of like the clear board and like all the things that just like magically appear on the board and it just this revelation, that was me. And the moment when he pressed that button and it started cutting stuff, I was like, there are endless possibilities with this thing. And I love it. So at that point, I'm like, get out the way. Let me figure out what I can do now. So now I'm all of a sudden interested. And I was like, they're going to love this. These people that we have crafting together, do you know what we can do with ourselves? We have so many things that we can do. It's like, it's forever. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. And there's never a dull moment. And I just was like, I'm going to ask them. I'm going to straight up ask them, do you guys like this stuff? Because I'm going to make it. And if you want it, you can buy it. It's going to be for sale. And it's going to be our new thing that we're going to do. And I'm not even kidding you. At that point in time, I was still managing, you know, all the things. The Creative Haven. I'm doing, you know, the blog with Michelle. I'm creating the videos. We're doing this like dollar store stuff. We're like painting random things. We're going on shopping adventures. And then the world started to get back to normal. And everybody during COVID became a Dollar Tree crafter. Everyone got a Facebook page. Everyone was doing all the things. And people very quickly became bored. It didn't matter how amazing your project was or how awesome your craft was. People are just still not easily impressed. They're just not wowed like they used to. You know, I'm like, this is super awesome. Okay. But for some, it's like, it's meh. It's meh. I've seen better. It's meh. Because everyone and their brother is on the internet. Because that's what COVID did. And that's great. People created newfound businesses. And the competition just became a little more fierce. Like we've had to show up in a different way. And so we've also had to learn how to operate our businesses in a different way. And I had to get out of my own way. And so I was like, you know, we're doing really good with these wood kits. And I started a subscription box. And that is really awesome. People enjoy our subscription box. I started to, you know, tell myself like, Amber, you have to pick a direction. And so I started to think to myself, you know, Dollar Tree has a lot of control in my business. And I don't really own any of theirs. But they be owning a lot of mine. And if you don't know what that means is my business was existing around, if I did not make a hard left and go a different direction, what if, look at some of these stores that have gone out of business, like Kmart. Look at freaking JCPenney or Sears or whoever it is. Sears. Look at some of these storefronts that were, staples in our childhoods and growing up, and anchors in our towns. We're shutting down, and I'm like, I need to retain more control of my own business. I need more control. And so I was just like, you know what? Dollar Tree is unreliable. It's not always, each store is different. And while I love their products, it's just not the direction I want to go. And that doesn't make people happy, especially some of you who are watching. You don't like the fact that we have stopped doing those projects. But these are business decisions that I have to make that are detrimental to my business. It's not a matter of public approval. I have to go then find new customers, because if it's not for you anymore, it's just a decision that I have to make. It's nothing personal, because it's a business, and people forget that. People forget that these hard decisions that we make, businesses operate to bring in a revenue because we want to have a profitable, successful business. It is about the business, but while it's about the business, it's also taking that and making it about the people. What does my business do to serve all of you at multiple levels? There's things that you can consume for free. There's things that you can enjoy that you don't have to spend a single dime on, but your time. There's things that do cost money. There's ways that we try to give back. But then you have to realize that those people who helped me build this business also earn a wage. This is how they earn a living. I employ multiple people. And so these businesses don't run on, government grants. They run on real dollar bills for real humans. And, the free-for-all for people doesn't pay the bills. So we have to market our business to people who want to purchase a product. It's just how it is. And I've said that a million times, how do you run a business? And I'm not really good at being a salesperson, but how do you run a business and make the right decisions when it's also a good decision for many, but it's a bad decision for others because now they're upset with you? It's I've been a long time follower and I've been loyal and I've been this, and you just up and stop. I'm sorry. This is a decision I had to make, and it wasn't easy. But then also with the Creative Haven, it's business decisions too, And so I've made all of these decisions very publicly and very transparent, because that's the one thing I do is I try to be honest and transparent. I show you all the things that I do so that you can also do them too. I talk about stuff. I talk about the challenges, the ups and downs, the wins, the losses, the new things, the old things, the decision-making aspect. It's creating a sense of inclusion for people to have an understanding. But it also goes to show that when your business goes through the years, it's kind of like the people who are, have you ever been to the gas station and they're not on the digital age? They've got that little, I call it the roll-o-meter. It's like the roll-o-meter. You go to pump your gas and it's ticking on the little wheel. And it's just each one is ticking. It's so old school. It's so old age. They ain't updated their pumps. It's not efficient whatsoever. We can either stay in the dinosaur age or we can advance and grow. And so sometimes we just have to make changes. And, we will always be creative. We will always go on a creative adventure. We will always do something that is crafty or painty or makey or DIY or decoratey or something. We will always do that here. We are a creative business. But sometimes those things have to change. And so I've told you all of this story, all of the things. Well, not all the things, because, there's, I can't tell you all. There's so much to tell. But when you get to a position where we're at, the craft kits have done really well. People absolutely love them. We have wholesale people who buy wholesale from us. We have people who, we have 2 boutiques that buy our earrings. They buy our blank earrings. They're already on a card. They just paint them, they put them back in the thing, and they sell them to their customers. We have created opportunities for other small businesses, which is one of the things I really wanted to do, is be a resource to other small businesses, because I think that we all need to be like rooting for each other in some way and being supportive. And so I wanted to position myself in a way that I could be a resource to other small businesses while being a business, and then also serving the consumer. So as it's grown, we have 5,500 square feet of a warehouse. It's not open to the public. We go there and work every single day. We have went from a glow forge to 2 glow forges to 3 Omtech machines to 4 huge Thunder 51 huge. We have pallets of boards that come in. We have, boxes galore. We have an entire operation. We have an inventory room. We have policies and procedures. Like, there is a real business that most of you see me sitting here. You don't see that aspect of it. And so it's a lot. It's a lot to look at a very crucial part of our revenue and say, I can't be present here. No, I am very much working in the business just as much as I'm working on it. And I don't get to craft all day because I'm working on other things. I'm being a support to other departments, shipping, inventory, manufacturing, running the back end of the business, customer service, quality control, content creation, all the things, and still planning and doing and investing and going to places like masterminds to learn how to be a better business owner, to serve people like you. And, it's like, so it's like the comments, it's like it's petty, it's stupid. I shouldn't even give it any energy, but I do. But it's like, I've been waiting for you to do something that's not a craft kit. But the craft kit is a staple of our business. And it's a staple of our business and a core part of our revenue because for the past 2+ years, the consumers have showed up in such a way that has grown that part of the business, that's why it's the business. People have shown up. Even when it's not for you, it's for so many other people by the thousands. We ship out thousands of craft kits all across the United States every single day. Well, not thousands every day, but we ship out hundreds. Hundreds, sometimes there's orders that got 50, 60, 70, 80. I mean, there's a couple that we've done 200, 300. We ship a lot of craft kits. So I'm really sorry that it's not for you. I'm really sorry that we don't have a creative haven. I'm really sorry about a lot of those things. And so one of the things that I, prayed about and was thinking about is how do we get to a root core of something that is creative, that if they want to improve their painting skills and then invest in buying our craft kits, where will we start? Let's work on building ourselves to be, let's work on mastering our artistry, our painting, our creative skills, our color blending, our application techniques. Let's go to the paint room, so to speak. And that's the thing that holds people back from enjoying the entertainment or the decompression of things, of ordering craft kits from us. Even if you don't, maybe you just want to paint stuff. Maybe you want to work on, I could sell this. You could sell paintings. You could do what doors does this open, not only for my business, but for other people? What encouragement does it empower into others? And so I wanted, I felt like, I want to close the Creative Haven and I want to go a different direction, because I feel like that season, like seasons come and go. And I want to go to the next season. And so the Creative Haven was really fun. And I really want to dive into the core of, like, how do I get people out of their shell? How do I get people, like, how do I be the leader? How do I be the teacher? How do I be the example? How do I push people, but in a subtle way? How do I entice people to be excited to try something new? How do we make it something that's not a craft kit? How do we take something that is like this and make it into a craft kit? How do we look at it? And Damon talks about the funnel all the time. People come in and where do they funnel to? And I'm like, I don't know. Where do they go? I don't know. I don't do business coaching. I don't really have a creative coaching group. We have a product that we offer. We have a blog. We have videos. But where is the funnel go? Where's the structure? And I have had to spend the past year looking at what that looks like, because we all who have businesses want them to grow. And the direction we take them depends on the foundation that we lay. And so I feel like sometimes I'm still laying the foundation. I'm still taking those risks. I'm still listening to the customer. I'm still listening to you guys. I'm still trying new things. Fly by the seat of my pants. And all the while, you're also under a microscope. You're under a microscope. Then you have other things that get thrown into the mix of it. And, then you wear the scarlet letter on your, sleeve of all the opinions of other people and the type of person that you are. And it's just like the court of public opinion is just really brutal at times. And then you just have to act like it's not happening, because you just have to go on with your life, And so I just keep my eyes forward. I just really try to focus on every single day. It's what is best for the business and how do I serve the customer? And that's what it really is. And then how do I get to do that while also being a core part of my family? I employ a lot of my family. Do I want to? Yes. Why? Because I trust them. Definitely not because we always get along. It's not because it's all roses. It's because I trust them. At the end of the day, sometimes we butt heads. Sometimes it's like you're fired. And sometimes you're not. April's employee of the month all the time. And then she's, she makes mistakes too. It's just, everything it is what it is. But I feel comfortable that I get to work with people that I trust. But then I'm very thankful that my business can afford, wages for them. Because if it's not them doing the job, it's someone doing the job. They do a legitimate, hardworking job. And if it's not them being hired, like I said, it's someone else has to do that job. Someone else got to pack the orders. Somebody else got to take them to the post office. Somebody else got to label them. Somebody else got to run the machines. Somebody. If my business can afford to hire people that I trust, why would I not do that? There's so many people that are super offended by that. I've got some mind control over my family. It's just absolutely bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. It's just such a blessing. And, Michelle and I have literally repaired our entire relationship. I love her so much. She is literally like my daughter. I'm just so thankful that I get to be, super present in their children's lives, that they get to work from home. They get to work with their kids. They get to bring their kids in if they want to. They get to be present parents. And that is a blessing that most people don't even realize what the value of that is to any company. Because corporate America is like find a daycare. You're going to be late. Okay, you're getting points, you're getting write up. Your kid is sick. You need to take her to the doctor. Absolutely. You need to make up the hours because you need the wages. Sure. You want to work after the kids go to bed? Absolutely. Like, they get to have so much more control, and I give them that. You know, there's so much good that comes with being your own boss, but there's so much risk that comes also because you got to figure it out. And it's hard. But it's been weird on Monday nights not having the Creative Haven. But I've looked at the journey of my business, and it's not like there'll be more things that change. We already need a new warehouse. We already need a second warehouse because the business is growing, and I'm so thankful because of all of our customers that show up the way that they do. And gosh, they show up so much, and I just love them so much. The patience that they have, y'all, we had a record number of orders that came in the month of December in 2 weeks' time. We weren't ready for that. Oh, got my balloons. We weren't ready for that. I sent out an email. I told everybody we were not prepared. Thank you for your patience. I'm really super sorry. There's nothing I can really do about it. I can't over analyze it. I can't give myself anxiety. We're just going to go every single day, hustle as hard as we can, work late hours, get it out the door, and do the best we can. I was kind of stressed out that we had to take 4 days off, but it was like 4 days off to go. So we can go for our granddaughter's birthday, 100%. I'm sorry people have to wait and they're upset, but I'm not going to compromise and put my business before my family. She doesn't understand that. She's 4. She's 5 now, but she doesn't understand that. She's been beside me and Michelle and her dad her whole life. When she was super teeny tiny little, I would sit at my desk, do my business coaching sessions with people, and she would be sitting on the floor playing with her toys right beside me because her mom was still working at the time. And, you know, her dad and mom were like doing like the parenting thing. And I would be like, hey, I can keep her. I got this thing to do, but, you know, she's a baby. I want her to know that we can do those hard things, but that I'm not going to say no to her, to any of them. And there's times where I'm not here. There's times I'm here at 1 o'clock in the morning because that's just how it is. And I think the more that a person tells their story and sets the understanding that there's no room for you to wonder, you truly understand why we do the things we do, why we're not here sometimes, why all the whys. And then there's an answer. And so, for example, tonight, I said it when I first started. I have no idea what I told y'all we were going to do on Sunday. No clue. No idea. And I was like, I don't even want to go figure out what I said. So we're just going to do a little, we're going to do a quick little painting. I feel like this is a change of scenery. It's something different. It might motivate you and excite you and be exactly what you were looking for. But then tomorrow we might be doing a craft kit. I don't know. But I do know this, that I just really, truly appreciate everyone. Everyone has a value, and it's not just because people spend money. The people who just spend the money and buy the craft kits don't hold more weight than the people who don't. Everyone is valuable. There is something for everyone. Each person, like there's people, Pamela, oh my gosh, Pamela Manis. Every day, like clockwork, I wake up to her watching a video and leaving me a comment, and she'll watch videos and she'll leave a comment, and she shows up and she watches and she supports. And I remember her because every morning, like clockwork, she's there. And when she's not there, I'm like, what's going on with Pamela? Because she's learned that it's important that people comment and like and watch the videos and be on the replays. And if she's missed it, she's telling me, hey, I missed you yesterday, but I'm here today. And that is where the community understands like how the marketing aspect of businesses are. I can't be on my phone all day. I can't be on Facebook all day. I wish I could. But I just can't. And the comments are engagement. The views are helpful. It's all send signals to Facebook. But at the root core, we have an email list. We have a text list. We have a broadcast channel. We have social media. We have Instagram. We have TikTok. We have YouTube. We have all these things. Many of them are being neglected. We have a blog. We have Pinterest. We have an Etsy shop now. We have a website. Like, we have all the things that we manage. And to think that I closed my storefront and walked away, and the only form of income that I had was 41 people who were in my business coaching group. That was it. That was it. I didn't have any revenue. I literally walked away from the entire revenue from a storefront to 41 business coaching clients. That was it. From April until December of 2019, I literally did nothing. I just needed a moment to breathe and figure out like what direction I'm going, where I want to take the business, and I did nothing. I wasn't contributing financially. I wasn't contributing to our retirement whatsoever. Our savings account, I wasn't contributing nothing. And I just needed a moment. I needed a break for a minute. And that's the thing about the story I've told you for literally the past hour, is sometimes it's okay to say, I'm done with that for right now. Maybe we'll come back to it later, but I need a change of scenery. I need something that's going to get me excited again. And we all need that. That's what makes us thrive. And so that's literally where we are, you know, that's where we are. I love the time we spend together, but just know that I cannot tell you what's going to be next. I just can't. But I can tell you this, is sometimes we need the next exciting thing. Something that just fires us up, gets us excited. That's why we do these new product releases. We are constantly doing new kit drops because we're on to the next thing. Because that's me. I'm like, what else can I craft? What else can I cut? What else can I make? You know? And right now I've been taking classes on how to do my own designs. And so I'm investing in my education. I'm investing in myself so that I can invest in you. And that means I'm not present some nights. I've had to take a lot of time off. I've just got a lot going on. And I just appreciate you guys for listening and your support, and for all of you who've listened for the 82nd time to the story. Some of you guys have repeatedly said, you know, I want to make extra money. I want to have a business. I'm afraid of this. Listen, the internet is scary. I have been the target of extreme hatred for 2 years. I've had personal things happen in my life that were publicly, you know, put all over the internet. My privacy invaded. My husband's been doxxed, and, you know, we don't know what that means. Like, he's had personal things put publicly on the internet because people are trying to, like, you know, when a person's going through things, the last thing you need is these strangers on the internet to go and, like, shame you when, like, the world doesn't, like, no one has anything to hide. It's just no one's business. And if people ask, I'm more than happy to talk about it. But I just don't feel like it needs to be discussed in the time frame that you know, it's happening because it's just not good timing. But I'm a very transparent person. I will talk about whatever. It's just the timing of things. I don't need to come and like drop all the things at people and be like, this is what happened 2 days ago. And let me fill you. I will tell you when I feel like it, if I feel like it, and if it's going to serve you, not because I want to be super gossipy, you know? So, you know, I feel like people put up a barrier for themselves because they're afraid of the people online. If it ain't somebody in your neighborhood where you live who's got problems with the person 4 doors down, if it's not some sort of drama in the parents club or at the school system, if there ain't some sort of drama somewhere, somebody's upset with someone, somebody's super judgmental, somebody's got opinions. Opinions are all over the place. People be walking around covered in opinions. And at the end of the day, you have to be confident in who you are, stay true to who you are, and know the worth that you have that God gave you and what he gave you to serve other people, and you go and apply yourself and you keep your eyes forward and you rely on him to guide you. It doesn't matter what the public thinks, because there's someone out there that needs what you have. And it ain't going to be for everyone, but it's going to be for someone. And when you create an opportunity for God to have an audience, he's going to provide people. When you show up and do your thing, he will provide the people to be in the audience, to be in your circle, because that's what we're called to do. We're called to be the light to others. Not perfect, but to be little Christ-like. We are not perfecters, okay? There's only one Jesus, one perfect man, one perfect being, and we are not it, okay? But we have grace, we have forgiveness, we have second chances, and we show up every day and we just be human. But if you are listening or watching, or you have been for any length of time, all I can do is speak life into what I feel like God puts on my heart and mind to share with other people to empower you. Get up. That's what I had to tell myself. Get up. You have more to offer this world and yourself than what you're doing right now in this moment. What are you doing with yourself? Go figure out how to do that for God's people. Serve them. And if you are limiting yourself and you're not doing something, whether you volunteer, whether you're an amazing painter, show the world you're an amazing painter, because someone needs something to, like, someone's going to connect with you or they're not going to connect with me. Why do you think there's so many churches? There's so many preachers, so many preacher styles. There's so many like restaurants. We all have something that serves us at our core capacity of who we are. And we just have to find our people. Maybe none of it interests you. I don't know. But what I do know is I want to empower people through inspiration, creativity, something to pass the time, something to build your inner confidence. Let's talk about this. Body shaming. Do you know how many times a day people body shame me because they're like, you've gained so much weight and you do all these things. And I remember, your hair used to be super dark and what happened? Like, I quit coloring it. This is what it is. This is what it is. You wear a hat too much. Well, it's because I don't feel like doing anything on my hair. Like, there's a number of things. People are always going to find something wrong with you way before they will ever find anything right with you. And that can be so debilitating in the very noisy world that we live in. People are going to make fun of you. People are going to say things about you. People are going to have an opinion. They're going to think that their opinion is the law. And I don't care. I don't care, because I'm not here to compete in a beauty pageant. I'm not here to look like a beauty queen. My gosh, some days I'm like, I'm pretty sure I washed my hands, but did I wash the top of my hands? Oh, Lord Jesus, what's wrong with me? Sometimes I'm like, I should have scrubbed my nails with a little brush, and I didn't. The painter's life, you know? And then I get the comments of people like, you are just such a dirty person. Okay. You don't have to engage with me whatsoever. But do you feel better being a negative person? Of course you do. Because people feel better about themselves when they can put other people down. And you know what? You're going to encounter negativity in this world. And that's literally what we battle every day. But you cannot limit your worth of what you are so good at, or what you are, like, you don't even know you're good at. So I just want people to believe in themselves and give themselves grace and chances and room to fail and be vulnerable and find their people. Because that's literally what I have done. And I still am figuring it out. Maybe I'll never figure it out. I don't know. But like I said, I could literally talk all night. I've always got thoughts. I've always got something to say. I've always got something to share. I'm always trying to, like, I am super hardwired to be like, busy minded. I'm always thinking. I'm always listening. I'm always hyper aware. And I just feel like I've always got thoughts. I feel like Emily Baker. I've got thoughts. I have thoughts. But y'all, I just want to encourage you and inspire you and motivate you. So yeah, we don't have the Creative Haven. Yeah, we don't do all these dollar store crafts anymore. Yeah, things have changed. Yes, things are different. I'm crafting at my kitchen counter. I sold my house with the building. I shouldn't have, and I did. Like, what can I do? Go get a new one. That's what we're doing. Like, you know, you don't know what you don't know until you know. So it's just, there's been a lot of changes. Life is an evolution of things. And as we evolve, we change and we grow and we become, you know, better or maybe worse. But I really appreciate you. And I hope you enjoyed our painting tonight. I hope you enjoyed my speech. Hope you enjoyed my speech. I'm not a speech maker. I hope you enjoyed my powwow. Let's call it a powwow. And then I get to the point where I'm like, talk. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Yes, any good business has changes. Is the new building bigger? It is bigger, Diana. I feel like... See, my mind instantly goes to, these people remember when the other building came, and I was like, oh, it's big enough. It's plenty. And then I was like, it's definitely not big enough. No, so it's a 16 by 36. It's the same length, but I didn't do the one with the porch. We had that, if you didn't see the other building, it was a green shed. It had like the little porch. It was like the barn. And it had like the lofted areas. I didn't do that. I did more of like the side entry. Like it's got a dormer. It's super cute. It's got windows and like flower boxes. Y'all, it's so fun. And I designed it to match our house so that it's aesthetic to our community. Cause you know, we have those rules around here. But it's different. So it's 16 feet wide and 36 foot long. I don't have to have all the offices in there, so I'll have more room. Because think about it. My office, Michelle's office, and Dylan's office was all in that shed. So we won't have to have all that because Michelle works from home now. She comes to the warehouse on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So she gets there from 12. She's there from 12 to 4 on Tuesday and Thursday. And then she works from home the rest of the time. I just felt like it was really important that, you know, she had been at home for so long that I'm like, I feel like I need you to come, like, spend at least 2 days a week with us so you can understand, like, what you don't see. And so it's been really helpful. She's had her hands on a lot of things, and she's helped me with some stuff. But yeah, so that building is bigger. And I'm very thankful, very, very thankful. So, yes. Good night, Craftspirational. It's going to be great when you get it. Lord, I hope so. You're calling my speech truth dog? Listen, you know, here's the thing. I know that, like, I think she sent me several emails, like Craftspirational has sent me emails. And the thing is, you have to get out of your own way. I had no dollars. I told you the story. I had no dollars to invest in a venture. Trash pallets. Sold it for $150, reinvested that money. So I took garbage and built the foundation of my business. I had a multi-award-winning brick and mortar store. People would travel from all over the United States to come shop my store because the way that I styled it, the way that I staged it, the furniture quality that we had, the prices, the ambiance, the fact that I was very present online. We did store tours every Thursday. People would shop from all over, and they would buy it on Thursday, and by Saturday they were there with a U-Haul. They had made the trek from like Tennessee and Ohio, and I had a lady fly from California to our store, rent a U-Haul, and drive the furniture back because she wanted what we had that bad. Like, I have stories for days. I will never forget where I have been. And I've always got my eyes on where I am going. And so I know what I'm capable of. I know what y'all are capable of, but we have to get out of our own way. And y'all, trash, garbage, absolute garbage, trash pallets. And I cannot tell you how many of those side tables I sold. Little accent entry tables is what I called them. I did not even know how to build a drawer. So I would, this is the last thing I'm going to tell you. So I built it with like a front on it, and it was just very simple. I was like, I want it to look like there's faux drawers because I don't even know how to build a drawer. How do I build a drawer? And so I took this decorative trim from Lowe's, and I was like, I'm going to just make little boxes that look like drawers and put knobs on there. They're faux drawers. They're just dummies. There ain't nothing there. And so those went from $150 to $175. I mean, I was making it, y'all. I was making it. And then I got custom orders from people. There's a local restaurant in our town called the Tin Fin. I built their hostess station. I built their hostess station. I did all of their shutters in their window. If you're local, I did that there. I also ended up doing a project for the owner of the Tin Fin. They sold their house, and in their house with all of their kids and grandkids, they had done the little tick marks of like their height levels. And so the husband reached out to me and said, hey, we've cut the drywall out. Can you preserve this, do something with it, frame it, and then wrap it up, and I'm going to give it to my wife for like our anniversary. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. There's a place in Savannah called Alexandria's Gift Shop. All of their locations, I built their cash wrap stands. And it went from building with trash pallets to I learned how to use all the tools. I learned how to do woodworking. I learned how to do drawers. I learned how to do all the things. And I built a lot of furniture, and people didn't want to work with me because I was a girl. You know how many people they would call on the phone and like, I need a quote for this. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, okay, can I speak to your husband? No, it's not him. He doesn't do that. I do. He builds airplanes and I build furniture. And they were like, all right, never mind. Like, so because I'm a girl, you don't want to work with me? Okay, fine. I built bedroom sets for people. I've done farm tables and benches and church pews and furniture refinishing. Like I've done so many things, and I don't do any of that anymore. So it's okay that things change. It's okay that your path takes a detour or a complete reroute, and you go a different direction altogether. Because I can say that has happened in my life. So I don't know who this conversation was for. You asked about the Creative Haven, and it became this. But I think that it just triggers my thoughts to make me think about like, you know, why is it okay that we don't have the creative haven? Well, this is why. There's a whole story that says why. It's okay to say goodbye to something and then maybe come back later. It's okay. So, we'll be able to give Michelle a baby shower for the new baby. Probably not. I thought about, because here's the thing. I don't ever want to take advantage of or make people feel obligated. And I know that you have offered multiple times. And I've talked to Michelle and she's like, I have everything I need for the baby. I'm getting them the car seat that, she's literally got everything else. I want to get them the car seat cause they need another car seat cause obviously I have 3 babies. And so I told her, I said, you know, how do you feel? And she's like, I feel like I don't need anything, you know? And so the only thing I could say is if, you know, you wanted to do like a card party for her, obviously she would need like wipes and diapers, and that's something like consistent that is, you know, like not perishable, but you know what I'm saying? But like, what could she use? Well, she doesn't need any clothes. I mean, she has an entire closet that she's already accumulated clothes for the baby. She's got everything that she possibly could need. And so, you know, I've thought about it like, and it's like, how do you say no, thank you, or I just don't feel comfortable, or she doesn't feel comfortable, because we don't ever want it to feel like charity, because she doesn't need anything. But, you know, you also don't want to be insulting and be like, you know, we're too good, or you know, we don't need your help. Like, I never want it to come across that way. So it makes us feel really uncomfortable. And so I just don't want to ever take advantage of anyone. I don't ever want it to feel like charity, like we work hard, we have jobs, we do all the things. But it's such a kind gesture. But I never, y'all, this does not sit well with me, okay? This is why I don't let people send me Happy Mail anymore. Because I feel like I don't want people to spend their money on something that, like it means a lot. It means a lot. Like, these people work hard for their money. I don't want them to send me money for things or send me stuff because it's not like a necessity. It's like, it's a luxury. Like, for people to send me stuff, I'm like, I just started telling people, like, we don't accept Happy Mail anymore. I had people go out and spend money on stuff, and I'm like, please don't send that to me. I don't need it. I just like save your money. Take yourself to dinner with your family or something. Like, please don't send. And it just becomes awkward and uncomfortable. And that's why we don't accept Happy Mail anymore. We just don't. I appreciate it so much. I don't want to insult people or be like, it's just so awkward. And so when I asked Michelle, she was like, what do I say? She's like, I mean, I don't need anything. I'm like, well, is there anything you could like put into a registry? Like, I don't even know. And so she's like, I've literally been, because they're having a boy. So as soon as they found out they were having a boy, she had the blood test done. So she found out way early. They have been getting all the stuff. Okay, so they're ready for this baby. But I also don't want to be rude, you know, and be ungrateful, because that's just not who we are. So I don't really know. I know, but Tammy's like, if we choose to send a gift card, I hope she would use it and not feel bad. She would use it. Y'all know Michelle. Michelle is super, she is so sweet. She is so thoughtful, and she's very helpful, and she is very frugal. And I'm glad that we haven't done a live sale in a long time, but I'm so glad that her and I are able to like do those together so that, you know, we can be together as a part of the business, and like people can also get to know Michelle and like who she is and the type of person she is. But I will ask her again, maybe if it's okay if we do like if you want to send a card, Even if there's nothing in it, just a card would be okay too. I will ask her what she thinks about that for sure, and I will let you guys know what we come up with. But yeah, that's where we are. So I'm gonna let you guys go. This is what we did tonight. This is in case you came in late, because we are super late night owls. I showed you my new coffee mugs that I got. This is a 6x8 canvas from the Dollar Tree. $1.25 canvas, some acrylic paint. I showed you guys, I was sitting on the couch eating my dinner, browsing through Pinterest, and I was like, what are we gonna do tonight? I think I wanna paint something fun. Let's just do something painty. And I found something on Pinterest that inspired me, and I was like, I think we could do that on a little canvas. So we free-handed this. We picked out our colors. We used our scratchy brush on our pot, and we painted this together. So this is something I hope that you consider doing. You can watch the replay. You know, this was an hour ago. You can watch the replay. We are working on next week, actually this Saturday. We're gonna do a free class, and then the following week, we're gonna have a 2-day workshop that if you want to come and do it, you can. It is canvas painting. It's gonna be like just a whole journey of like mixed media, textures, watercolors, abstracts, different paint mediums and sources, different paint products, different things. It's like the whole exploration of creativity. In a different direction. So I want to work on building people's core skills on like, you're an art, like, do you love painting, or do you love like gluing stuff? Are you like a ribbon maker and a bow maker? Do you like to use a hot glue gun? Like, what type of thing like lights your flame for creativity? And so I'm calling it Paint with Amber. It's just so fun. It's called Paint with Amber. And this obviously is on the replay. We'll put it on the blog too eventually. Maybe I'll trace this. I'll take a picture, trace it, and make a template that of this exact thing, the size and everything, to be helpful. If you guys have printers, you can use graphite paper. You can trace it on. For the people who struggle with freehanding, if I can do it, I think you can do it. Very forgiving. Okay. So good night, everyone. Sweet dreams. Tomorrow is Monday. I don't know if I'll be here crafting. I'm going to have dinner at my grandma's tomorrow, so I may not be here, but I hope y'all have a great day. Dawn, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Literally, I was working on it over the weekend. I will share it with all y'all. But I had to take a bunch of pictures today. I recorded like an intro of like the basics of like, how do you like get started? We'll talk about it when it's not, you know, when people they are falling asleep. But y'all be blessed. Good night, Leanne. I'll see you guys next time. And save this video for later in case you want to paint this. And I cannot wait to see what you guys paint, especially if you do something a little different. That's going to be really cool. So y'all be blessed, and I'll see you next.